What's up, guys? Paparazzi talking ball cards. I got a 15 card SGC reveal for you. I think it's about 15 cards. Make sure you stay tuned to the end. There is what the kids in the sports card world would call a banger at the end. These are all vintage, and SGC has really slowed down. Man, after PSA poached their vintage graders, they have slowed down. This was about 6 weeks door-to-door, $15 per card. Let's go ahead and get into it. First up, we got a 68 Hank Aaron. This ended up getting a 5. I think that's about right. Top to bottom centering is not helping this one. Yeah, so about a 5 there on Hammer and Hank. Up next, we got Willie Mays, 68 in a 4. And yeah, I think that one's about right. This one has much nicer centering. Overall, I'd say the grading was very reasonable. About what I expect from SGC. Kind of just on par. This one already sold. I think I sold this for $100 or $105 through my eBay store. I'll put up some of the sale information for those that have sold. So I got to get this one in the mail. There's another one of those coming up at some point. Let's see. Brooks in a 5, 59 tops. Looking awfully young there. And yeah, that feels right. Don't worry, the bigger cards are coming. These are kind of some of the lower grade, lower value cards here. 66 tops, Clemente, 3.5. That's another one with some centering challenges. A 3.5, yeah, that seems very fair to me. Back is nice. 58 tops, Pee Wee Reese. Not sure what this is. That line, I don't know if that's print issue or something. I feel like that might have held this one back. I had aspirations this would get a 5, but, you know, some of those corners are pretty rough. So a 4 feels right looking back at it. This was one of the heads. This was a head scratcher. 66 tops, Mantle. Authentic color added. Maybe down here on this corner. I don't know. You guys tell me if you see anything that's color added or that could be color added. I think they just missed it on this one. You know, they just missed the mark. Because I doubt it. I don't think it's touched up. But anyways, let's see. I'm debating what to do with this guy. I have a PSA 4 bench rookie. This one's nicer, but it does have the centering issue left to right there. So I got a 5 here. Yeah, that one might, like I said, that one might stay with me in the PC. Back looks nice. Back has better centering. Excuse me. Let's see. Let's give him a stand for now. Another Mantle here, 66. This one gets a 4. And yeah, that feels perfectly fine. Several of these are going to be sent off to Greg Morris cards. So Greg Morris graded. They'll consign your graded cards for you. Not a paid sponsor or anything like that, but they always take good care of me. And if it's if the card value exceeds $100, then the payout that they give you exceeds what you would get if you sold it yourself on eBay. Yeah. So, anyways, 65 tops. Aaron, this one gets a 5, and yeah, that feels right. This one's nicer, definitely, than the 4.5 we saw earlier. Let's see here. Perfect. Got a Willie Stargell rookie from 63 tops. This one gets a 3. Obviously, centering challenges here. Some print defect. Some roughed up corners. So yeah, VG3, it's every bit that. Back is also has the same centering issues, challenges. Clemente from 63 tops, high number. Gets a 4. I was worried that this would get a 3. If you could see this surface wrinkle right here, It's a little more pronounced on the back, but hard. Oh yeah, you could see it better here. Surface wrinkle or crease, since it comes through on both sides. Yeah, I could see this easily getting a 3.5. So happy with that 4. Low end 62 All-Star Mantle. A lot of these ones have the same centering issue where they're skewed to the left like that. Gets a 3. That feels about right. So fair grade there. Happy with that result. 58 tops Ted Williams. It's not the camera out of focus. That's just the print there. So, you know, just not the sharpest. The print plates, the plates were a little misaligned there. So a 3.5, perfectly happy with that. Yeah. Back looks fine. Card number 1. This is a nice one. I'm really curious to see how this does through Greg Morris graded in auction. This is nice. Roger Maris rookie here, 58. Pretty good centering, pretty sharp, great color. And these Maris cards are usually just plagued by print defect. And his face is pretty clear and crisp here. There's still some print defect, but this is a nice example for the grade, and I'm hoping this finds someone enjoys that for their collection and picks that up. 57 tops Willie. This is another pretty sharp one. Obviously some centering issues, so excited to see how this one does as well. I was actually hoping this would get a 5, but yeah. Bold red color on the back. The color on the front is fine. It's not the best. There's some print defect. You could see some of this kind of overprint here. But yeah, overall still, you know, I think it's a strong card for that grade. Let's see. I don't know. I'm just stacking them up, all these noteworthy. This was actually a reholder. 58, Luis Aparicio. All-Star gets an 8, or well, it was a reholder. So this was in the older, it had the older label. So just reholdered that one. So no surprise there. Now here's the really fun one. This is obviously, as you could tell, this was in the hands of PSA at one time, and it was an 8 with a stain. So, anyways, snap that. Then it came back, minimum size requirement, do not holder. Then it then it came back as evidence of trimming. Okay. Then it came back as authentic, because it was min size. At least that's what I remember, because it was min size. And then finally, SGC gives it a 7. And you might be able to see, yes, there's a little bit of a gap there, top to bottom, when it's held like this. But, I mean, this card it's a beauty. Bird Magic rookie, for those of you that don't know, also featuring Dr. J. This is another card that is just plagued by print issues. And this one is beautiful. Slightly touched corners. Normally there's a lot of black overprint that's right here. And it really takes away from the card. But this one is so nice. Originally I planned to sell this, but I may just keep it because it is exemplary, in my opinion, for a near mint 7. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this SGC reveal. Happy holidays. Papa Rossi talking ball cards out of here.